Tales of Kenzera ZAU emerges as Surgeon Studios' groundbreaking entry into the Metrovania genre, masterfully pieced together in alliance with EA Originals. Tales of Kenzera transcends the conventional boundaries of its predecessors by presenting a vivid narrative deeply rooted in African folklore, enhanced by the character's intimate confrontation with mortality. In this game, players guide ZAU, a young shaman, through the agreement with the god of death Kalunga in a desperate attempt to retrieve his Baba spirit. The platforming mechanics are fluid, and its responsiveness makes each movement feel intuitive and exhilarating. The combat system, artful in its execution, offers a gratifying and strategic depth, rewarding skilled players with its nuanced elegance. A noteworthy travel system underlines the game's respect for the player's time, enabling a swift and seamless journey through its richly designed world. This thoughtful design choice underscores the game's commitment to an immersive and respectful player experience. But to fully appreciate the artistry of Tales of Kenzera ZAU, one must pause to consider the game not just as an entertainment product, but as a canvas where personal loss is interwoven with interactive art, making it a poignant piece within the tapestry of gaming. I think to give you all a sense of how big of a deal this game is, we have to start here. At the 2023 Game Awards, or what some people like to call the Keeleys, Mr. Abubakar Salim, actor for one of my personal favorite series, Raised by Wolves, Napoleon, Season 2 of House of Dragon, and now founder of Surgeon Studios, took the stage.
4 years ago, I decided that I needed to try and process my grief in a way that felt true to me and him. So I took the biggest risks of my life and threw everything that I had in making a game. A piece of art that honored him, an ode to the people we have loved and lost. So the reason I'm here tonight is because with the love and support of a lot of people here, I'm gonna take another big risk and I'm gonna show you what we've been building. No, I'm gonna offer you this game, a game from my old man. I hope you like it.
My story began at the end of a world I once knew.
At the heart of Tales of Kenzera's combat is the Sun and Moon Mask, worn by the game's hero, ZAU. This unmask invites players to engage in intense, up-close skirmishes where quick reflexes are rewarded with a satisfying clash of victory. Transitioning to the Moon Mask unveils an entirely different battle. From a distance, players weave spells and launch attacks that disrupt and dismantle enemies with precision. It's a masterful implementation of crowd control mechanics, allowing strategic players to thin the herd before it swarms. The choice isn't just cosmic or trivial, it's essential to mastering the game's challenges. Each mask abilities evolve and expand as you progress, creating a compelling reason to invest time and resources into honing ZAU's powers. The game encourages experimentation with the trinkets that ZAU founds through challenging puzzles and platforming, and rewards those who take the time to unlock the full potential of both masks. The skill trees are thoughtfully designed, offering a tangible sense of progression that is tightly braided with the narrative's advancement. It's less about brute force and more akin to a ballet, where each movement is deliberate. Tales of Kenzera is a visual feast, a handcrafted tapestry of diverse biomes that beckon players to explore every corner of its expansive world. As ZAU traverses through the game's environments, it becomes evident that each setting is not just a backdrop, but a character in its own right. From smoldering volcanoes that pulsate with the threat of eruption, to sprawling deserts that shimmer under a relentless sun. The game transports players across a spectrum of landscapes that are as dangerous as they are stunning. The forests are lush, where every leaf and vine is rendered with vibrancy that almost invites the scent of fresh rain and earth into the room. The caverns, with their overgrown and boisterous fungi, create an overworldly ambiance, turning dark underground mazes into enchanted caverns. The true artistic triumph lies in this lovely detailed incorporation of Bantu architecture and artistic styles. This thoughtful integration goes beyond mere aesthetic appeal. It injects the game with a sense of authenticity and reverence for the cultures that inspire it. Every structure and artifact within the game feels like a tribute, an acknowledgement of a rich heritage that resonates with the stories it aims to tell. So much so that it was a personal demand of Abubakar Salim to make sure that there was a Swahili option for both text and audio. The developers have not only studied these influences, they've internalized them and presented them with a finesse that's rare in the gaming world. The result is a series of vistas that are breathtakingly gorgeous, so much so that players may find themselves pausing just to soak in the view, a testament to the game's extraordinarily visual storytelling. Tales of Kenzera distinguishes itself within the gaming landscape not just as an entertainment medium, but as a profound exploration of the human experience, specifically the universal and yet intensely personal journey through grief. In this game, the narrative does not simply unfold, it pulses with the heartbeat of its creator's own story of loss. The player's quest mirrors the emotional odyssey one undergoes when grappling with the passing of a parent, transforming a personal tragedy into a shared human experience. The game's narrative architecture is built around the loss of ZAU's father. This loss is not a mere plot device, but the gravitational center around which the entire game orbits. Every aspect of ZAU's journey, the battles that he fights, the allies he encounters, and the skills that he learns, is tinted with the shades of bereavement and the search for closure. The use of the sun and moon mask is a symbolic representation of the dichotomy of grief. The sun mask, with its bright, fierce energy, channels the rage and intensity of fresh sorrow, while the moon mask, allowing for reflection and distance, encapsulates the contemplation and acceptance that comes with time. The game's biomes, too, serve as metaphors for the stages of grief. The harshness of the deserts reflects the desolation one feels in the aftermath of loss. The dangerous beauty of the volcanic regions symbolize the turbulent, often destructive emotions that can erupt unexpectedly. Meanwhile, the tranquility of the hot springs represents moments of peace and self-care, and the mountaintops offer a perspective of the smallness of individual grief and the vastness of the world. Tales of Kenzera ZAU is replete with rituals and custom drawn from the tapestry of African traditions, grounding the concept of loss in a context that is rich with history and spirituality. The inclusion of the god of death, Kalunga, as a character is a stroke of genius, personifying the abstract concept of death and allowing players to confront it head-on. This personification lends a tangible aspect to the abstract and often isolated feelings associated with bereavement. The game's visuals further encapsulates the theme of grief. The Bantu-inspired art, with its complex patterns and vibrant colors, offers not only beauty, but also a narrative of life, heritage, and legacy. It's a visual reminder that even in loss, there is a continuation, a thread that connects generations. Finally, what makes Tales of Kenzera ZAU particularly special is the authenticity of its emotional core. In its willingness to engage with grief openly, it offers players a space to recognize and perhaps reconcile their own experiences of loss. It champions the idea that in the shared understanding of pain, there is healing. The game, in essence, becomes a space where memory, love, and honor can be given to those who have passed, and where players can find solace in the universal journey of grief. Tales of Kenzera ZAU is a testament to the power of games as a medium. It's a reminder that they can touch one of the most human of experiences, allowing us to navigate our emotions in worlds unconstrained by the physical limits of reality. It stands out as poignant, evocative experience that resonates deeply with anyone who has felt the sting of losing a loved one. For the hardcore Metroidvania fans seeking a ruthless challenge that leaves you to fend off, Tales of Kenzera might not align with your usual beat. But if you're on the lookout for a game that strikes a fine balance between being fun and challengingly fair, wrapped in a stunning art style and offering a deeply moving narrative of grief and loss, then you're in luck. The Longhouse Gaming Podcast gives Tales of Kenzera ZAU a well-deserved 9 out of 10. For under $20 USD, Tales of Kenzera is not just a purchase, it's an investment in a heartfelt story that resonates long after the credits roll. Available on the 23rd of April on Xbox, PC, PlayStation 5, PlayStation Plus, and the Nintendo Switch. Peace out, everybody.